heard of people being fired for their derogatory and insensitive remarks on social media regarding the late Charlie Kirk. Now, here comes a story as reported by Fox News. This is about a news anchor who resigned her job after being suspended for her Charlie Kirk tribute. Of course, she went over to Fox News and she decided to talk about it. Tyrone Bowman live. This article was written by Gabriel Hayes for Fox News. All right, I'm about to get into this article, and as I've said many times, it doesn't matter whether I agree with you or disagree with you. Truth is truth, facts are facts. A former Illinois TV anchor said she gladly quit her job rather than have to be silent about the recent assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. So now they're calling him a conservative activist. I thought he was a conservative podcaster. That's what was said in the beginning. Former WICS ABC 20 Springfield anchor Beanie Ray Harmony spoke to Fox News Digital about resigning after she was suspended for airing a tribute to Kirk last Friday and refusing to remove it from her social media accounts. So let's get this straight. Her employers told her that she was not allowed to have a tribute for Charlie Kirk, and they put her on suspension, probably with the intent to fire her. So she decided to resign from her job instead of being fired, and she refused to take the tributatory comments down. Harmony previously worked at Turning Point USA. She previously worked at Turning Point USA, the conservative advocacy group Kirk founded at age 18 from 2021 to 2022. Quote, I said, well, I'm not going to stick around for that, I said. I resigned. And I refuse to be silenced. I refuse to be told I cannot talk about someone that I cared about. Harmony said, describing what she told her bosses after they informed her she was suspended and faced a possible firing for the tribute. Well, her bosses are wrong. She had every right to have a tribute to her friend if that's what she decided to do. And for being fired or suspended, as they said, with the intent to fire her because of her tribute for Charlie Kirk, just doesn't pass the smell test. What did she do wrong? She said that was her friend, so she cared about him. She wanted to give a tribute to him. Harmony explained to Fox that in the days after Kirk was murdered, she felt compelled to speak in his memory. Harmony hosted the outlet's Marketplace show about the Central Illinois community before her exit. Quote, I was finishing up my rundown, finishing up my scripts, and I just felt this sense of, I have to say something. I have to do something, and I went to my last block and I typed a few words, not even a lot. I left it there, she said. The former anchor thought her newscast directors would simply remove or edit the remarks or censor me without me even having to say anything, but they didn't. During the segment, Harmony gave an emotional tribute to her slain former mentor. Quote, I want you to know that it's okay if you feel sadness. It's okay if you're grieving. 2 days ago, I lost a mentor, my first boss, the first person who made me believe in myself, that encouraged me to chase this dream that you're watching right now, Charlie Kirk, end quote, she said. Cheerfully, she continued, quote, I want to share with you one of my favorite sayings that Charlie would always tell us at the office. He would yell it from the mountaintops, so please listen. When conversations stop happening, when individuals become wordless, that's when violence begins, close quote. Harmony said that after she had posted the segment to her personal social media accounts Friday, her supervisor said she needed to take them down. Harmony refused and was warned she would face consequences, she said. When she returned to the newsroom on Monday, she was told she would be off the air that day and could be terminated. Quote, I said, you're telling me I'll be fired for paying a tribute to someone that I knew and someone I'm grieving? End quote, she said. Quote, well, I'm not going to stick around for that, end quote. All right, let's break it down. I don't see where she committed a crime. She didn't say anything wrong. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't speak with malice. She just brought forth a tribute to her former boss and mentor. So Harmony quit and her resignation announcement quickly went viral. WICS ABC 20 Springfield told Fox News Digital, News Channel 20 has not fired or suspended anyone in the last 90 days. When asked if they threatened a suspension, the outlet refused to comment. The outlet, which is owned by Rincon Broadcasting Group, confirmed Harmony resigned, so they didn't fire her. Harmony told Fox that she met Kirk in 2020 when she was a student at Arizona State University. He inspired her to start her own Turning Point USA chapter in Springfield and pursue her media and political dreams. And that's how I got involved at Turning Point. And at 18 years old, I remember being at that protest and being mesmerized. She said, I had the opportunity to meet him that night, and the knowledge that was radiating from his brain and just the energy that you felt around him, it inspired me. She spoke about her time working for Turning Point and producing for conservative commentator Jack Sobek's Human Events show, where she got to continue to see Kirk, who was a frequent guest on the show. I'm just blessed to have gotten to know him, to have him roast me at the studio with Jack. She said, that man taught me things that I'll never forget. Harmony also reflected on the massive impact Kirk's death has had on the nation. There are people that are Democrat, liberal, libertarian. You have every single side of the political issue. But if they're spiritual in any way, if they believe in God, if they're Christian, they feel an emptiness in their chest, and nobody understands why, but it's because he was our brother in Christ. And that is why we feel the way we do about this, she said, quote, close quote. I'm going to leave that right there. Never surrender. Never quit.